I'm back with my Century 21 today because the dial indicator does not match the frequency. It needs to be calibrated. And I read the manual on how to do this. And for starters, the first thing you do is you spin the dial all the way counterclockwise, and you should be on that last mark within, close to that last mark. I think they say 10 kilohertz. So that's about 5. If that doesn't line up, then what you do is you push a screwdriver down onto this lever right here, the spring-loaded lever, and that releases the tension on these gears, and you can move the dial card to line it up so that you can't get it exactly on the mark. I'd probably have to take my panel off and adjust the gear on the card to get that perfectly straight, but that's close enough, I think. So then you go back up to 14. Also, you should be on 14 megahertz. You go up to 14, and you should show 5 megahertz on the output pin of the PTO. So I have my oscilloscope connected, and I'm showing 4.999. So you adjust the top slug, so you have this special tool, and this tool is very hard to find. I contacted Ten-Tec, and they had never seen it, and they said that this radio looked like something out of the 70s, and they were just stumped. Kind of surprised me. So I found a Facebook group for Century 21 owners, and Kurt was nice enough to send me this tool, and I really appreciate it. So the two inductors in the PTO are stacked. So you adjust the top one, and you go through and you adjust the bottom one. They both have the same size. So that little small end really isn't needed, but I'll keep it. You never know when you'll need it. So you push it in here, and you adjust the top slug. And if I turn counterclockwise, you can see the frequency goes up. So we'll just try to get that on 5 megahertz. So when you're on 14, it should be 5 megahertz. Now I'm going to go back up to 14.5. And the manual says when you get to 14.5, you should show 5.5 megahertz on your frequency counter. And I'm close, but I'm a little low. So what you do now is you go back to 14 megahertz on your radio, and you adjust the top one to, in my case, so it's compressed. I'm too low. So I'm going to turn the top slug clockwise, and then I'm going to turn the bottom slug clockwise. So we'll go back to 14. Now, if you're too high, you'd go counterclockwise. But I'm too low. So I'm going to turn the top one clockwise, which is going to make me go, I guess, low. Okay. So we'll go down a little bit. And then I push through L2 to L1, just down here. There we go. And I also turn clockwise, and the frequency should come back up. I'm going to try to zero it. And the bottom one is more sensitive, so you might have to come back up to adjust the top one again just to zero it. There we go. Okay. There we go. So we'll go back up. 14.5. We'll see where we're at. Okay. 5.48. So yeah, so we're gonna go back and forth here until we can bring that number up, because what happens is that it's compressed, so we either need to uncompress it or compress it so that each end of the scale matches. And you do that by moving both slugs, rotating them clockwise or counterclockwise together until you can reach what you're going for here on 14.5, which is 5.5 megahertz. Okay, I'm going to do this about 20 times, then I'll be back. Okay, there we go. So we're at 5.5 when we're at 14.5. And if we go down to 14, we should be at 5.000. There we go. All right. So yeah, you just adjust the top slug and then adjust the bottom slug. Just kind of go back and forth. And it's really that easy. Maybe the easiest alignment of any other radio. KE4CR. All right, well, at least now we know what frequency we're on. So yeah, I hope this helps somebody. I really appreciate Kurt giving me the tool. I really couldn't have done it. I tried everywhere to find the tool. I really didn't even know what it looked like. So anyway, so yeah, I hope this helps someone out there, and hope to see you on the air. 73.